Merry Christmas, everyone! I hope your holidays are full of good cheer and joy, but we all need an escape to pass the time even on Christmas. Well, I recently talked about the original trilogy of Star Wars, and before we move on to the prequels, I'd be remiss if I skipped something that aired during the OT's run and coincidentally fits in with the holiday season. The Star Wars Holiday Special. This program was an amalgamation of CBS's desire to do a Star Wars variety special and George Lucas's idea to write a story centered on Wookiees. However, despite this being Lucas's idea, he was too busy moving his company Lucasfilm to a new location that he and his company had very little involvement in the special production. Not to mention the fact that they had another feature-length Star Wars film in the works. This left CBS to build the project the best they could. Originally, Lucas's old USC classmate David Accombo was attached to direct. However, his unfamiliarity with the sitcom multi-camera setup and the divide he felt between him and the producers caused him to leave the project. Steve Binder was brought in to replace him, and armed with the Wookiee Bible provided for him by Lucasfilm, he completed the project. I'd actually say that Binder was a good choice as well. For some of you, Binder's name might make you think of a different TV special. He directed Elvis's 1968 comeback special, which was depicted in the movie Elvis from earlier this year, where Binder is portrayed by Stranger Things' Doc Ray Montgomery. So whenever you watch this movie, I want you to make sure that you know that this is the guy who did the Star Wars Christmas special. Anyway, the Christmas special only aired once the week before Thanksgiving 1978 between the releases of Episode 4 and Episode 5 of Star Wars. The Star Wars Holiday Special became infamous for its awkward, goofy presentation being universally lambasted by critics and fans alike, one of the few times the two groups agreed on something in history. But today I will be watching this special for the first time to answer one question. Is the Star Wars Holiday Special really that bad? Yes. So for tonight's entertainment, I present to you a Star Wars Holiday Special Retrospective. Personally, I had never seen this before, but like most people familiar with Star Wars, I had seen some of the most infamous clips floating around out there, so at least I knew what to expect. But boy, was I not expecting how bad this was gonna be. Because this isn't a normal movie, I'm not gonna do what I usually do, which is review the story and the characters, mostly because the story's flimsy and the characters is a very generous term for this. Instead, I'm just gonna make you suffer through this with me. So the basic setup of this special is that Han is trying to bring Chewbacca home to his family for Life Day. But instead of following this potentially exciting plot, we get to chill with Chewbacca's secret family while they wait for them to arrive. Exciting. Yeah, I guess Chewbacca just had a wife, a son, a father living together while he was out smuggling. Sure, that tracks. Anyway, Chewbacca's son Lumpy plays with a freshly whittled X-Wing, which apparently is a bad thing, I think. I don't know, the Wookiees are just grunting at each other, there's no subtitles, so I have no idea what they're saying or what's going on. I think Lumpy is supposed to be doing his chores. Let's go with that. Lumpy is supposed to be doing his chores, but he doesn't like that, so he opts to kill himself. No, I'm just kidding. I wish, though. Unfortunately, Lumpy comes back inside where Grandpa Itchy sets up a program to keep him entertained. Here's the first segment.
What the hell is even that?
Itchy, don't look at me like that. This is some sort of holographic circus led by a green version of the Jafar Genie if he got a job at, like, a gentleman's club. Oh, Lord, he got bigger. This is going to be one of the many times I say this, but how does this in any way relate to Star Wars or the holiday season? When you look at this, do you think about Christmas or the Jedi? No? Of course not. This is more like that freaking pink elephant march in Dumbo. How do you enjoy this, Lumpy? Anyway, next Mala checks the air traffic alerts, but no starships are detected, so she contacts Luke Skywalker. I guess she just has a direct line to him. Whatever. They tell him that Chewbacca still hasn't arrived for Life Day. Luke encourages a sad Mala.
Now Chewie's not gonna want to come home to a house full of long faces, is he? Come on, Mala, let's see a little smile.
Oh, Luke, we're not allowed to say that to women anymore. Did you watch Captain Marvel? You see what she did to the Dawn? What would she think, Luke? But yeah, this scene is just kind of a pointless cameo, so... Moving on. Mala connects with the trade post that is currently being searched by an Imperial guard. We are introduced to the identification-obsessed trader named San Don as he offers the guard a tiny aquarium.
I hate fish.
Well, it's not as iconic of a line as...
I hate dust.
But it'll work. San finally gets alerted by Mala after she's, I guess, been creeping on him for a few seconds, and he very discreetly tells her that her husband and Han are on their way.
You're wondering when that shaggy carpet you ordered will arrive at your home. Let me assure you, madam, it's on its way. You know, it was made especially for you by a little old woman 4 planets away. She did it all by herself. In fact, you might say she did it by hand. Solo.
Ah, yeah, San. No one will catch on to who you're talking about. San then offers the guard some electronic device or something.
It's just a groomer.
What? Where? No. No. Oh, wait, that's just Vader just popping in for his only appearance in this special. I thought I was a TikTok teacher for a second there. Anyway, back at the Chewbacca household, Mala decides to watch a YouTube tutorial on how to cook something.
Now, today, I'm going to be using the tenderest cut of the bantha, the loin.
Wait, is this blackface? Hey, Justin, is this blackface? Oh, don't worry about it. He looks great, eh? Well, I guess it's fine then. Anyway, this is the first of the 3 roles for Mel Brooks alum Harvey Korman. Harvey must have been hilarious if he got 3 characters to play. Let's see what he's got.
Beat, stir, whip, beat, stir. That's not right. I'm sorry. Stir, whip, whip, stir, beat, stir, whip, stir, beat.
Yeah, this bit sucks. Once again, this has nothing to do with Star Wars or the holidays, and to add to that, it's just boring and unfunny. We cut to Han and Chewbacca getting attacked as they arrive at Kashyyyk, so the Empire puts the planet under martial law.
Due to suspected rebel activity on the Kazook planet.
No, this is Kashyyyk.
The Kazook planet.
No, Kashyyyk. Whatever. San arrives with a couple of presents. Oh, finally, something related to Christmas here. And all the Wookiees settle down to have fun with their presents. Lumpy gets a typewriter-looking device, and Mala gets a thing, but Itchy receives a new program for his barbershop chair hologram thing. Looks like this is going to be our next segment. I can't wait to see what Star Wars craziness we get to see next.
I know you're searching for me. Searching. I am here. My voice is for you alone. I am found in your eyes only. I exist for you. I am in your mind as you create me. Oh, yes. I can feel my creation. I'm getting your message.
I feel uncomfortable. So Itchy gets some form of softcore porn? What? You know they broadcast this to families. Kids are going to be tuning in to watch this. Why? Why did they... Why? Okay, good. It's just a music video. Okay, cool. That's fine. But I have a question. What does this have to do with Star Wars or Christmas? I'm here to celebrate Christmas, damn it. How hard is it to put something vaguely Christmassy into Star Wars? Hell, how hard is it to put something Star Warsy in a Star Wars special? Where is the Star Wars and where is the Christmas? I need some holiday cheer here, guys. Next, Leia and C-3PO receive a call from Mala. The same conversation happened with Luke happens again. Another pointless cameo, blah, blah, blah. Moving on. So Han and Chewie finally arrive on Kashyyyk.
The Kazook planet.
Kashyyyk. And the Wookiees hear a ship fly overhead. Excited, they go to the door, only to reveal that, bum, stormtroopers have arrived. Fade to black. We're 40 minutes into this special, and we finally get some sort of conflict. So when we come back from the commercial break, we find out that the Empire is searching homes looking for rebels. They reveal that they know there's supposed to be 2 adult males, 1 adult female, and 1 child male Wookiee in the house, and they want to know where the missing male is. So you're telling me that the Empire has logs of the family structures on Kashyyyk, but couldn't be bothered to get names? If they had registered names, Chewbacca's family would have been screwed. The minute Chewbacca becomes a known rebel affiliate, his whole family would be Gestapo'd immediately. But instead, the Empire couldn't be bothered, so our boy son Don tries to distract them with his identification talk.
It's a very important thing, identification. I never leave the shop without my identification.
When they try to send him away, he manages to distract a trooper with the thing he gave Mala for Life Day. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what this does to help them get out of this situation. And it's another music video. Alright. Look, I mean, the song's fine, it's pretty catchy actually. But once again, I have to ask,
What does this have to do with Star Wars or Christmas?
plus this does nothing for the already very thin plot here. The trooper sits down, watches the music video, and stands up to go about his business. Like, why did he sit down and watch the whole thing? At least before, the segments were somewhat justified within the flow of the story in that it was either the Wookiees enjoying their presents or preparing for Life Day. At least they fit within the setup. This just makes no sense. Dude, you're supposed to be searching for a missing Wookiee. What the hell are you doing watching a music video? He seemed to be enjoying it, so I guess he's a fan. The Imperial squad finally gets rid of San Don and continues their search. Lumpy gets noisy about it, so the officer tells Mala to keep him quiet or he'll be killed. Mala sits Lumpy down to watch his favorite Star Wars anime. Oh, thank the Lord, something related to Star Wars in the Star Wars special. I actually kind of like this part. The animation isn't the best, but it made me nostalgic for that Droids animated show I used to watch as a kid. I dig the stylization for the animation even if it looks off for some of the character models. It's also cool to be introduced to Boba Fett in this special. He's actually kind of dope. He definitely leaves a strong impression here, being the best bounty hunter in the galaxy who can deceive Luke Skywalker to get into his good graces. If not for R2-D2 coincidentally intercepting a broadcast from Darth Vader, he would have successfully infiltrated the rebellion. I mean, this segment is a basic Saturday morning cartoon and a little nonsensical, but compared to the rest of the special, this was a breath of fresh air. New Star Wars content with a good new Star Wars character? I'll take that over some random music video any day. Meanwhile, the troopers trash Lumpy's room. They find nothing, they go downstairs and report back to their officer. The officer tells Lumpy to go upstairs where he finds his stuffed bantha headless. We have a sad scene where he grieves his loss, and oh, I guess we're moving on to the next segment. Lumpy watches a YouTube tutorial on how to assemble his new gadget from San. This segment is the second Harvey Korman bit where he repeats the same joke over and over. It's not funny. Downstairs, the troopers, who I guess just don't care about doing their jobs, watch a live broadcast from Tatooine. Here we see a bunch of aliens chilling at Mos Eisley, which is being run by B from the Golden Girls. I will say, most of the makeup effects here are quite solid for a late 70s TV budget. Yeah, some of them aren't great, but they're mostly in the minority in this setting. At least this is another segment related to Star Wars, so I'll take it. Oh great, Harvey's back. This time he's playing a love-struck alien who drinks with a volcano hole on his head. He tries to hit on B, but she's not reciprocating. After a painfully long bit, he gets the message, but the broadcast is interrupted by an Imperial announcement that the entire ketamine system is being put under curfew for some reason.
We are placing a curfew on the entire Tatooine system, effective immediately.
I'm just gonna go with ketamine. I guess this means that Kashyyyk and Tatooine are in the same star system since the curfew also affects Mos Eisley. Actually, you know what? That's kind of a neat retcon, because it means Chewbacca actually works relatively close to home, so he'd be able to spend time with his family between smuggling runs instead of abandoning them to go galaxies away. But I also might be giving these people too much credit. Anyway, this announcement leads to Bee trying to send her drunk customers home, but they refuse. She treats them to one last song to get them to hit the road.
Thank you for being a friend.
No, I'm kidding, but she does call everyone friends, so I'm not that far off. For whatever reason, they use the Mos Eisley Cantina theme for part of it, even though it doesn't fit melodically with what Bee is singing at all.
Good night, but not goodbye.
She finally tricks them all into leaving. Well, except for Captain Magma over there. The broadcast ends with the Imperials getting an alert to return to base. They leave a stormtrooper behind just in case Chewbacca comes back. The stormtrooper then goes upstairs and discovers that it was Lumpy that sent out the alert, so he opts to murder the child. Lumpy is chased outside where Chewbacca shows up only to be put at gunpoint. Fortunately, Han shows up to save the day by pulling a pump fake move. I guess we know where he got this move from. Inside, everybody unites. Unfortunately, Han has to leave to check on his ship. He tells Mala she's like family, and she gives him a look that just looks like it's dripping with utter contempt. Han leaves, covering up the last piece of evidence of the dead stormtrooper. Yeah, the Empire's never gonna find the body at the base of that tree. Son-Dan comes back, and using the identification that the writer so cleverly foreshadowed throughout this special, he contacts the Empire to lie to him about the missing stormtroopers' whereabouts. He wishes them a happy Life Day and leaves. Then, we finally get to see the Wookiees celebrate Life Day. Okay, so they're lifting up some orbs, and now they're in red robes like it's Handmaiden's Tale. Now they and other Wookiees are entering into a giant glowing orb. Are they dying?
Oh, don't go into the lights! You have so much to live for!
Oh no, I guess not. They're at some sort of space tree. And R2-D2 and C-3PO are there, and Leia and Luke and Han. How'd they get there? Why are they here? This makes no sense. What is going on? But at least Leia delivers a speech that's vaguely about Christmas, I guess.
This day will always be a day of joy in which we can reconfirm our dedication and our courage, and more than anything else, our love for one another.
And then she ruins it by singing a crappy song to the tune of the Star Wars theme song, even though once again the cadence she's singing does not fit with the tune of the theme.
A day that takes us through the darkness, a day that leads us into light.
So she wraps up the song, and I think it gave Chewbacca Nam flashbacks of A New Hope. We fade back to Chewbacca's household where they say grace over their Life Day orbs. Wait, are they praying to the Christian God? Does God exist in Star Wars? How does that work? You know what? I don't know. At this point, I don't care anymore because finally, the credits are rolling and it's done. We're finally done. As of recording this part, it's been about 2 weeks since I watched this special and recorded everything in this video, so I've been able to collect my remaining brain cells and calm down. With that being said, this is one of the worst things I've seen. Everything is so jilted and awkward, the segments have nothing to do with Christmas, and only a few actually involve Star Wars, and it was so boring. Any positive points I'd be willing to give this special, such as the animated segment, automatically get cancelled out by the oil drum filled with horse manure I'm fed every other minute of this mindless circus clown marauding as a Star Wars story. I actually have a theory, and please someone confirm this in the comments if you can, that this is where Harrison Ford started to despise Star Wars. Look at that face, imagine what he's thinking right now. Man, Indiana Jones didn't have to do no Christmas special. I was really hoping that this would be a so bad it's good show that I could sit down with the boys on a winter's night and enjoy myself with, but instead I sat in the shower for about 3 hours trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing with my life. I wish I drank, so maybe I could find this enjoyable, but instead all I can say is that this holiday special is a boring mess that has nothing to do with the holidays and only feels tangentially related to Star Wars. I can't believe I got that in one take, holy crap. Like seriously, how hard was it to just have Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, and Harrison Ford do Christmas carols for 40 minutes? That could have actually had some Yuletide fun in it. But as is, it's an awkward mess and I hate it and it's ruined Christmas for me. It's going to the bottom of the ranking at the F tier. That's right, I'm doing a Star Wars tier list now. Deal with it. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever. Bah humbug, this ruined Christmas, this ruined the holidays, this ruined Hanukkah probably, I don't know, maybe Kwanzaa, I don't know what Kwanzaa is, but it probably ruined that as well. I'm going to watch Shrek the Halls. Good night.